Hello, everyone. We are glad to welcome you on our Enlisted developer question and answers stream. And I hope people already gathered. We have about an hour today, approximately, to answer some of the questions. Please be aware that naturally we will not be able to answer all of them. Some because of time, some because, well, the information can be still confidential. And we tried to gather some questions in advance, gathering them from different community channels. So we tried to come prepared. So today with us, the key speaker is Pavel Popov, who is a game designer of Enlisted. And we're very grateful to you, Pavel, for joining us today. I will be moderating the stream, Alexander Tolkach, Alan Talk, and we have a number of community management team here who will be assisting us with the stream and moderating the chats. So I'll try to look through the chats as well to answer the questions, but please be patient. Okay, Pavel, thank you for being with us
Yes.
today.
Thank you, Alexander. Hi, guys. I hope you're doing well. I'm ready, so let's start.
Okay, so one of the questions we can start with was about the campaign development, and the question is as follows: We have extended our Berlin campaign, adding new location, and the question is whether we are planning also to add something new to other campaigns as well.
Yeah, we have added the Silo Heights location where battles took place on the way to Berlin. And in my opinion, it is really interesting from a historical point of view. And at the same time, it makes the battles in this campaign more diverse. It's great to add some forests and fields to the urban environment. And yes, we have ideas about what new locations can be added to other campaigns.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so and for example, one of the very welcomed edition was the Armored Train edition extension to the Battle of Berlin. So we can expect not only location, but I suppose also other game modes in other campaigns as well.
Yeah, the team did a great job. And to be honest, I feel really excited every time I ride the train and hear that train whistle shooting the enemies. We are thinking about adding this mode to other campaigns. For example, there were many armor trains in the USSR, and we will continue to improve this game mode. The battles in this mode can be really epic, and I like it a lot. But
Yeah,
but we want to make these missions a little shorter. So in Berlin, in the upcoming updates, we want to divide the train escort mission into two separate missions.
interesting idea. So yeah, because there were some complaints that for some players Armored Train was a bit
Yeah,
long. So you
it
have.
will be available in the custom mode. So
Mhm.
you, of course, you can play it, but in the main queue, will be two missions. About the new game modes, in the last two major updates, we have added two new game modes, Destruction and Armor Trade Escort, and we're not going to stop. We continue to experiment with new game modes, and we will be happy to show some results in one of the next updates, major updates.
Yeah, true. Actually, I have taken a look into the list of different proposals from the team about the game modes, and I can assure our players that the team has many interesting ideas. So some of them may finally result in some nice additions to the game. So basically, you've said that the armored train itself could also be extended to other campaigns, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, yes, in the USSR, the armored trains were really popular, or famous at least, so could be nice. Okay, thank you. And moving on, let me look through the questions. Okay, I see. Again, I'm trying to read both chats in YouTube and Twitch, so sorry. So the question is about the mission balance, because I see some players complaining about some missions being unbalanced, whether we have plans to modify or and change them somehow.
Yes, we have updated the balance from time to time, and this year we will update the mission balance more often. We have already released the first big balance patch yesterday, and we are going to release them every 2 weeks. We have a special schedule for this, And also, we are improving our tools for more detailed statistics analysis. So yes, the balance will be constantly improving.
Okay, I see. It's really nice to hear because balance questions are pretty popular. Of course, they're very, very subjective for some, but anyway, it's nice to hear that we'll use more analytics to keep tuning them. And speaking about analytics figures, I've got a question from Discord that many players liked the tournament tests we conducted before. Tournaments with an idea is to make tournaments with leaderboards. So when will we have more of them?
I think we will announce a new event pretty soon. We have collected feedback from players, and now we are working on the UI improvements and the rating calculation algorithm. So it should become more clear to players how rating is calculated and what is your current place in the competition.
Okay, I see. So basically, there will be tournaments in some foreseeable future.
I think first we will add more competitive events. One day, I think it will be possible to make the full tournament now with some maybe rewards, real rewards and benefits. I think it is a really interesting idea.
Okay, cool to hear. Dear players, I see some questions in the chats which will be answered pretty soon with the official news releases by us. So please don't hate us for not asking all of the questions today, because I know some of them will be answered pretty soon in official news. So some of them
I hope so.
patience here. Okay, so next one is speaking. People are asking about the modern war or modern warfare. You remember we did this test of the new kind of event with modern vehicles and modern weapons, and people liked it. And the question is whether we are going to extend this idea or use it further in the game.
We received a lot of positive feedback, and firstly, we plan to make new events on various themes. The Second World War in Enlisted is obviously always a priority for us, but I think it will be interesting to participate in modern battles or, battles in alternative history. This type of events allows us to do this without affecting the rest of the game.
So basically, yeah, so people can expect something to meet it in the game sometime again. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it will be very interesting just to open modern war event once again, but maybe one time. But we are thinking on various themes for the events.
I'll jump a bit. There is a question which is streaming now actively in different chats about the animation quality. So basically the questions are different, but they all come to one important, whether we are planning to do something with existing animations, soldier animation in the game.
Yes, thank you for your question. We often discuss this issue, and we are planning some improvements and bug fixes related to animation in the near future. For example, right now we're fixing radio operator getting stuck after calling the artillery strike, weird stuff, yeah. And for example, the camera leaning after you leave the tank. There are actually a lot of things we want to improve, and in the long term, we hope to update the entire animation system in the game.
I see. Because some people even ask whether we are planning to use motion capture cameras to do some very, very realistic type of movements. But I suppose it's not something in the very near future to be expected.
I really hope that it will be possible, but now we are concentrated on the fixes of really awkward bugs.
Okay, true. Okay, back to strategic questions, if I may say. So, there is a number of questions about the prev-gen consoles. So, basically, I could phrase it like first, when the game was launched on consoles, it was only for the new generation ones. And later, without warning, we have released it on the previous generation consoles. So people are interested whether we did not have some exact plan of the action, so how it came, and whether we're satisfied with it.
Initially, Enlisted was developed for the new generation of consoles, and we were not sure that we could release the game on the consoles of the previous generation. So, of course, we could not promise this for our players. When we tried it and made sure that we could present most of the campaigns to the players at a decent performance level, then we announced Enlisted for consoles previous generation. Of course, we are very happy that we managed to do this. We have a large number of players on consoles of the previous generation, and now all campaigns are already available there, and of course we continue to work on the optimization.
Okay, so basically it was more like the decision on the opportunity that we finally could do it, and we didn't want to promise it ahead because we were not sure that the prev-gen consoles would cope with our game.
Yeah, it was some kind of experiment, and hopefully it was successful.
Okay, again, jumping a bit around, there's a very popular question about the gray zone camping, both for infantry soldiers camping from the gray zone and tanks hiding there as well. So I see a lot of questions whether we are going to do something with this gray zone camping issue.
Yeah, it's not an easy one. First of all, in the new missions, we will try to make the battle areas wider. It's a simple solution. And try to avoid good positions that are inaccessible to one of the teams. Now, when you can, for example, capture the tower or some hill and fire enemies, and they can't come and hit you back. And we will also improve the battle areas in the old missions. If this is not enough, we will think about additional measures.
Okay, so basically this issue will be in focus somehow.
Of course, yeah.
Just a second, I answer one thing to players speaking Russian in the chat. Sorry, English speaking guys. Уважаемые друзья, тут я вижу ряд вопросов, почему мы сейчас говорим по-английски, а не по-русски. Но на самом деле, да, мы старались сделать этот стрим интересным для большинства наших игроков, понимая, что кому-то, может быть, не очень это удобно. Мы обещаем постараться в ближайшее время выложить запись этого стрима с русскими субтитрами. Спасибо. So I just explained that this stream will be also available with Russian subtitles later, but we'll keep speaking English so that our general audience has easier time to understand us. Okay, one funny question I have here about feedback. Actually, people are asking whether we are reading the feedback they leave in Discord, sometimes on Reddit, social networks, etc., and on forums, of course. So, Pavel, do you read players' feedback and opinions?
Yes. It is not always possible to respond to all the questions, but they are not left without attention. We have a whole team of helpers and community managers, thank you, uh, who regularly collect feedback and pass it to us. And also, I know that many developers read the forum and the social networks. Enlisted forum is my main social network now. Uh, yeah, every morning I put my
Yeah,
phone
actually,
and check the forum. Yeah, many changes in the game are based on your feedback. We
true.
release, we release make Enlisted better place updates every week, and it's largely based on your suggestions. So be sure to leave your comments on social networks and on the forum. Visit our forum, please. Your feedback is really useful for us. Also, we have made a poll about mines mechanics recently. Now we're discussing possible changes. We see that you like this format, so we want to make similar polls on a regular basis.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, to expand a bit here and maybe give Pavel some time to drink water. True, we see that very large amount of developer team is carefully reading forums of Enlisted, and many of them also watch Twitch and YouTube streams, read Reddit, pay attention even to comments left in Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Contacte, basically. Plus, as a part of the job of my team, we constantly gather the feedback, suggestions, and complaints and put them in the special feedback documents, which are then circulated in the development team. And Pavel is absolutely right to say that a lot of changes we make, especially in this quality of life updates, making it listed a better place, they are based on those feedback. So yes, please, please, please keep posting it and be sure we do read them, even if we don't always cope with answering all of them on the channel you left it.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you for the feedback, and thank you, Alexander, for your job.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, coming to next question. Uh, Basically, people say that sometimes our interface is not really intuitive, and some people actually sometimes even call it ugly or not nice, to rephrase. So, what do you think? Whether we are going to do something about the interface?
I think that's true. Some elements require an update. Starting with the close beta test in Enlisted, we have reworked different parts of the UI, and we will continue to do it.
Mhm. So, basically, you say that there is a problem and they're working on it. So we agree
Yeah,
that
of
there
course.
is something to improve in interface. Yeah, actually, I see in the chat people saying about who is playing in the background. So we have asked Squire and Killfox to play during the stream so that you have some nice moving picture instead of our heads floating in the air. Though, if you really want it, we can for the next stream bring online also how Pavel or any other representative looks as well.
Yeah,
Because last time
to show the
yeah.
true skill, in the
uh,
bottom
well,
of the table.
yeah, because it's very difficult to play and talk at the same time. So we decided to split it. So we are talking and guys are streaming the gameplay. Okay. Um, next question is so this was answered. This one. Okay, guys, please stop asking questions about the announcement of the new campaign or something important like that because believe me, we are working on many interesting updates to the game, but of course we cannot announce them in Q&A stream. So any major update is announced in official news to make it fair and timely for everyone. Okay, the next question I see here is whether we are planning to do something about pilots who try to do suicide bombing. Actually, kind of a popular question because really there are many of those who try suicide bombing, like uh, sacrificing the plane right after they drop their payload. Okay, so do we want to punish those somehow?
Um, I think This is not a punish, it's just an improvement,
Okay.
some change. Yeah, we're going to increase the delay before the bomb explosion to make the suicide bombing on the low altitude less effective, and then to test such changes.
Mm, okay, okay. I see it. So again, we're aware of the problem and we'll
Yeah,
try to
as
find something.
usual, if this is not enough, we'll think about additional measures, but we have to test them.
Hmm. Hmm. Actually, one additional question I see coming now in chats about campaigns, if you may. The question is whether we are going to add some extra high levels in campaigns in the middle of them instead of adding some levels to campaigns at the end. So, what's your thinking about it?
I think we'll think about such possibility, but for now, um, the campaign structure is connected with the weapon power level and vehicles power levels. So the more powerful tanks, for example, are added in the end of the campaign. I think it's good
Hmm.
um, solution. So for now, I think we will continue to make additional content in the end of the campaign. But as I said before, we will think about such possibility.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, so I see. Well, yeah, people keep asking about different way uh, campaigns could also be added, but I don't think we can go deep now. Whether the campaign could be branched and something like that, I don't think it's the right time to speak about it.
Yeah, I can tell you that firstly, we always try to add fresh and interesting content in all the campaigns to make our players happy and to gather new players. You know, it's of course it's very important for every online game. Uh, but for now, I think we are doing pretty well in this direction. And if it is necessary, of course, we will think about some new solutions as usual.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, I see some comments here which are actually more like a bug reports, like for example, hitting a tank with the bomb in the top. I don't think we'll dwell a lot on this stream, but guys, be sure I'm noting it down and we'll pass those to the team again. So, yeah, not writing in vain. Okay, next question I see is okay. Now comes the favorite one about artificial intelligence. We constantly speak about improving it, but still we get many questions whether we are going to make it even better. And well, players think there is actually room for improvement. What do you think, Pavel?
Yeah, this is a complex system, and we are working on many different improvements. For example, we are solving the problem when bots behave too chaotically and change their direction for no apparent reason. You know, it looks really awkward sometimes. Also, we are upgrading the target tracking system. Bots forget about their targets too quickly now, and we
Yeah.
want to make their behavior more natural.
Hmm.
We upgrade AI in almost every major update, and our goal is to make more noticeable improvements in the near future.
Hmm. I see. So yes, basically, I also can add that AI is constantly in the focus of the team, and many things are suggested, and some of them implemented. And you could see it in both quality updates and major updates as well. So AI will keep improving. We are pretty sure about it. Uh, yeah, there are many questions about different mod systems, adding decals to customize, etc. This is a very special topic, and we are not going to answer a lot about it today. Sorry, guys, because we do plan to do something in that area, and we would like to announce it properly when it's done. So,
Yeah,
okay,
but I can add
Mhm.
then if we will introduce such system, it will be based on the history. It's very important for us.
Like what you mean?
I like no pink unicorns, you know.
Okay. I mean, you won't be able to do mod with unicorns and flying fairies, but you could modify maybe something else in the mission.
Yeah, of
Change.
course.
Well, sounds reasonable. Yeah. Um. Okay. Mm, so I see a notification that the team is gathering for some uh, discussion currently. So, Pavel, am I right to understand that you have to go now? Back to work?
Mm, let's check if we have something.
Yeah, I think we have touched upon many interesting questions which were asked. Of course, naturally there are more coming, but it's an infinite thing. So if you really need to go, we can make you free. And I think anyway we'll repeat such a stream in some foreseeable future. I think it's a very good format to communicate, and I see people liking us coming to discuss things they like. Because there are many smaller questions like whether the T-34 will be added to Moscow campaign. There's many questions about different weapons, but again, as far as I understand, since you have to run, it's too small to spend time now.
I see one interesting question in the
Mm-hmm.
forum about the bunny hopping and the possibility of
Aha.
of shooting while jumping.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really interesting topic, and we are collecting player feedback right now and looking into this issue. Now I can try to answer this question. On the
Sure.
one hand, we don't want to limit the movement too much, as this
Mm-hmm.
is an important part of any shooter. On the other hand, it is very important for us to make the battles look more realistic. So we are thinking about making the shooting while jumping more limited, as well as slowing down the transition to the prone position a little to avoid
Mm,
the to limit the drop shooting. So
mm-hmm.
yes, we are well known about this issue. Thank you for the question.
Yeah,
And
actually,
yes,
it's a good one.
thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. Please leave your comments and see you soon.
Okay, thank you for spending time. I know you really have to run because well, the team now is very busy with some work on Enlisted, and I hope we'll make players happy soon with some news about the game.
Yeah,
So
sure.
please stay with us. As usual, our Discord channels, comments on the social networks are open to you. We even try to read Reddit, though it's not an official channel, but still we respect it very much. And again, official forums is the place where you can be absolutely sure that your opinion will be Im- almost immediately seen by representatives of development team. So, Pavel, thank you very much for spending your time.
Thank you,
Really
Alexander.
appreciate it. So, I think we'll leave guys to finish the battle they're fighting now, and we'll say goodbye to you and have all the best luck and keep Enlisted the better place. Keep making
Yeah,
it a better place.
yeah. Have a good day. See you soon.
Thank you. You too. Bye.